Welcome back, everybody, to episode 18 of the Non-League to Legend save, formerly with Bognor Regis, Gateshead, and now Plymouth Argyle. Now, I've got a little bit of confession to make. If you've watched the last video, you were probably a little bit confused, thinking, well, that all happened a little bit quick, and I didn't let you know about a lot in terms of the job move. I recorded a special episode couple of weeks after the playoff final where we lost with Gateshead. We were applying for a couple of jobs. We applied for the Doncaster job. They got relegated from League One and their manager got sacked. And we applied for the Plymouth Argyle job, who finished fourth and lost in the playoff semi-finals, and then their manager resigned. We ended up getting offered the Plymouth job. Fantastic job. And I recorded a separate episode, like a little bonus episode, no games, but just showing you around the club, really. And unfortunately, I deleted it like an absolute idiot. So I just put the last episode out. So I'm not 100% sure what I have or haven't shown people. I know we've done the transfers up to a point. I'll do the rest of the transfers now. But yeah, apologies about that. Really, that's a bit of a shame. I quite enjoyed that little bonus episode looking around the club because we actually look in decent shape. We've got a bit of money in the bank. I eventually asked for to study for a course, and they let me go on that. So happy days. Um, I mean, in terms of where we left you, we only played the opening game of the season. You can see I played a few. Um, we drew that, and then lost to Birmingham. I mean, that was fair enough. We didn't play too badly, only lost 1-0. And then we beat Cambridge, beat Coventry, drew to Dagenham and Redbridge, beat Bournemouth, lost to Stevenage 3-1 at home. And things just we weren't winning games as comfortably as I'd like. So when it came to, where are we? This game here, it was after the Crew game. I thought, nah, no more. I need to change something. We came up with a new tactic. And as you can see, since we've been using this tactic, we've won 5 from 5 and we've only conceded 2 goals. And I'll show you the tactic now. It's quite an attacking tactic. This was basically, it's going to ruin a couple of signings for you, but I'll go through them in a second. But it's a 4-2-4 essentially, but we just look a lot better defensively, and yeah, I'm going to keep using this for now. It's pretty simple: retain possession, close down more, get stuck in, be more disciplined, hit early crosses, on control. But yeah, kind of stumbled across it. I just wanted to sort the back line out really, and then everyone else I kind of built the tactic around the players I sort of had and put them in their best positions. But let's have a look at the transfers. So from where we were last time, I think we stopped at Louis Reed. So we got Craig Forsyth on loan. He would have been brilliant in our old system. He's not so much of a defensive fullback, but he can do the job. I bought him, Crossing was really good. I was using attacking fullbacks, but he's only on loan. He's a decent backup for us there. We needed a goalkeeper because Jack Ruddy, he keeps getting injured, and our backup goalkeeper's nonsense. So we bought James Montgomery from Gateshead. He's not particularly well rated. He's half a star better than our backup goalkeeper. He cost us 40k, so not really a lot. Three clean sheets in 7 games. He's not actually done that bad. And then a couple of big names. Cameron Jerome, getting on a bit, 34 years old. But as you can see, including the sub appearances, he's played 11, scored 10, average rate of 7.45. He's been really, really good for us. So that was half the reason to go on 2 up top, because I wanted to get him and Koulibaly in the same side. Because as you can see, Koulibaly also a really good striker, good poacher. So Cameron Jerome is a target man, Koulibaly is a poacher, and he's actually been scoring a lot of goals as well now. So we're starting to pick up. And then literally 5 days ago, we picked up Curtis Davies. I mean, great defender. He's a little bit slow, but with the system we say, he doesn't the system we play, he doesn't necessarily need the pace, etc. He just needs these things here, and where he needs to be good, he is very, very good. He hasn't featured for us yet. He's still extremely unmatched fit. He may get a run out in today's game. I'm not sure. And then we've got Samir Carruthers as well. He was just an extra option in there. 3-star, free transfer. He looks like a decent player. So yeah, not a bad sign, and just trying to strengthen where we can really. Right, so in terms of today's game, we've got the FA Cup first round at home to Barnet. Should be relatively straightforward. And then we've got Bristol Rovers away in the Checker Trade Trophy, and we have played a couple of games in that. We are second. We beat Bournemouth and we lost Crewe quite badly. But it's something like this, I wouldn't mind winning a tournament like this, especially when we're in League Two. But like I say, we're not going all out for it. We have been playing a weekend side for it, but we'll see. We may play our best team against Barnet and then play Curtis Davies and anyone that needs match fitness in the second game. So yeah, again, apologies about the sort of lack of communication with the crossover between clubs. It was my own stupid fault, and I apologise. But let's get on with this first game. Okay, this is how we line up against Barnet in the FA Cup first round. Montgomery in goal, George Frankham, Delaney, Lacey and Dedez across the back, Louis Reed and McCarthy in the middle of the park, Graham Carey, Ryan Hedges out wide, and then we've got Cameron Jome and Andrea Novakovic. Andrea. He's really not up to much, but Koulibaly's carrying a knock. We've always got Brett Pittman that can do a job up top. But yeah, this is how we line up, and I'm definitely expecting a victory today. So we've got our two new men on the bench. I'm excited about Curtis Davies. I didn't necessarily need another centre-half, but it's never a bad thing. And again, these older players that I've got, Cameron Jerome, Curtis Davies, they're on like 8-month contracts. So if they perform, then excellent. We'll keep them on. If they don't, then they're not on big wages, believe it or not. And we can move them on at the end of the season. So should do a good job and hopefully be able to help get us promoted this season. Right, now this tactic, we've played some really good stuff on it. We've looked a hell of a lot better at the back. I'm sure now I'm saying all these things, it'll all backfire on me, but yeah, it's definitely looked an improvement to me. Here we go, Reed, find McCarthy out wide to Hedges. Can he find the cross? He can. Carey at the far post, headers to the near post and gets the rebound. Oh, really should have done better. Corner from Carey, swings one in. McCarthy looks like he should have won the header. Carey again, swings one to the far post. Louis Reed, he's been good this season. Plays it safe, goes back to Dedez. Reed gets it back. Delaney, and the highlight comes to nothing. Right, instant highlight again. Reed, McCarthy, look like we're keeping possession relatively well. That was a wild lunge. Referee calls play on. Reed, lovely little ball over the top to Novakovic. Nice little cross. Cameron Jerome can't get there. Oh, that's a great strike from Carey. This bat ball's a little bit difficult to see on this pitch. There we go, 1-0. Be nice to have a little cup run this year, especially in the FA Cup. Be nice to get a big third or fourth round away draw against a big Prem side, sell their ground out, and we make a load of money. Because we are losing money slowly, and I don't want to lose too much before we get to January, because I've kind of got plans for that 1.8 million that we had. We haven't quite got that left, but definitely got plans to strengthen this side. Brown's in. Good save from Montgomery. Corner comes in from King. Swings one in. Can we get it away? McCarthy clears. Only straight back to the Barnet fullback though. But highlights over. Well, not a lot happened in that half at all. I mean, as you can see, we're definitely on top. We're definitely in control. But forward line not playing very well, which is strange. That's when we're all the goals have been coming from, as you can imagine. Maybe it's we're missing Koulibaly up there. We haven't really got another natural poacher. But half time, 1-0. At least we're not conceding. Assertive. Guard against complacency. Just keep them focused. Because I'm definitely optimistic. We started the season, we were sort of dropping down 11th, 12th, 13th. I know it's not as bad after the first few games, but yeah, form was just a little bit iffy and we were conceding a few too many goals. So this new tactic, although it's pushing a lot of men forward, I do kind of like it. Oh my giddyard. You gotta blame the goalkeeper there, haven't you, really? That is shocking. How have you not dealt with that? Headed clear, comes out to Brown, who hits a really tame shot. Montgomery doesn't dive for it, he kind of scrambles on top of it and it squirms underneath him and goes in. Very disappointing. Dedez, Novakovic, good tackle by Suka. Mason Clark brings it forward for Barnett. Is this really going to be the curse of me recording videos again? Oh my god, they've hit the bar. Come on, let's get this back. Corner to Barnett. Granger to swing it in. Go on, away it goes. Well away, McCarthy. Carey gets on the end of it. He got runners, but not runners that are quick enough, and he's just run it off the pitch. Right, we've gone attacking. Graham Carey gets the free kick. It didn't look like a great free kick, but it's gone in. 2-1. We'll take it. He floats one over the wall, kind of around the wall on the inside. It's poor goalkeeping, really. Right, we're going to make a change. We are... Got to do something about this forward line here. We're going to get Brett Pittman on. And that'll do for now. Right, 72 minutes gone. We're going to have a little look at Samir Carruthers. He's not very match fit, but I'm not going to bring Curtis Davies on. Not at 2-1. Very unmatch fit. I think I'm going to play him in the Checker Trade Trophy next, to be honest. Well, the clock's ticking down nicely. 2-1. It's definitely nowhere near as comfortable as I thought it would be. It hasn't been a fantastic performance. 4 minutes at a time. Here we go. We've got a highlight with 2 minutes left. Brown swings one in. Delaney away. Carey picks up on it. We've got men forward here. Go on, Pittman. You got men over. You got men over, lad. Come on. Rowthorne. What can he do? Swings one clear. And I think this might be a Barnett attack, you know. Oh, it's going to be Brown. Great challenge. Cross comes in. It's easy. This is really frustrating. I mean, we're playing a near full strength side and we've conceded 2 in 5 to decent League 2 opponents. Now we're playing non-league at home and we're just chucking them in. I mean, the goalkeeper hasn't had the best of days. You can't necessarily blame him for that one. But the curse of recording videos. Now we're going to get stuck with a replay. This is unless they get a last-minute winner here. Really didn't want a replay. It just seems like a pointless game. We should be winning that game with ease. If you weren't good enough. Definitely playing a weak inside in the Checker Trade Trophy now. Give some of the other boys a chance. Measures brings in new faces. Combined total of 325k for 9 players. That's not too bad. I mean, Ryan Delaney took sort of 3/4 of that. Plymouth's strong early season form has reinforced their promotion aspirations as they've made quick progress into the upper echelons of the league and look good value to remain there. Let's hope you're right. Okay, let's get on with this next game and hopefully we can put in a slightly better performance. Right, just before we get into that second game, we've got the second round draw here. 49 teams left, so we're just going to draw them out in one hit. And it looks like we've drawn AFC Wimbledon at home. So fingers crossed that should be a decent route into the third round. Like I say, home draw, that's the most important thing. So here we go. Let's get into the second game. Right, here we go. Away to Bristol Rovers. I'm not actually sure. Bristol Rovers in League Two? They're actually League One side, so this is not going to be an easy game, and we've actually rested a few people. Montgomery starts in goal. Bissaka, he's barely even a fullback. Delaney stays in the side. Curtis Davies gets his first start for the club. Craig Forsyth is in. Samir Carruthers gets his first start. Sid Kerr is in as the ball winner midfielder. Aaron Drinan, he's been decent for us. He starts on the right. Hedges starts on the left. That's only because we just don't have a great deal of depth. And then target man Novakovic and poacher Brett Pittman. I'm not overly fussed about this game, to be honest, and I'm resting because we've got a big game against Bradford City next. If I'd have noticed that, I probably would have bought you that game instead. But hey ho, you've got this game. So let's get into the game, and hopefully we can do ourselves justice and nick a result and progress. But I'm not going to be too downhearted if we don't. The only reason I'd want to win the game really. Is so that morale stays relatively high and things like that. But I'd quite like Curtis Davies to have a good game today. Well, 20 minutes gone, not a single highlight, and only a shot apiece. Here we go, first highlight. Looks like Bristol Rovers come forward, put the cross in, and that's going to be a penalty, isn't it? Of course it is. Because we love giving away penalties. We haven't given away nowhere near as many as we did when we were Gateshead boss. There was something about that tactic that we used beforehand there. They just used to kick the crap out of everyone, and that's been saved. I was actually looking away and missed it, but that's been saved, and hopefully we can get this clear and we live to fight another day. There we go, it does get cleared. There we go, 7 minutes left of the half. Corner comes in, headed clear from Kerr. Turgot, the penalty taker, gets it on the edge, lays it out wide. Cross comes in, free header. It was only ever going to be a goal. Terrible marking. Was it this guy? Bissaka, he's not a fullback. Could cost us, but like I say, we're not too fussed. I don't like to lose games, but I'd rather just be out of the tournament. I'd quite like to concentrate on the league and the FA Cup if I can, and just have a decent cup run. And the main thing here, rather than a cup run, is promotion. We need to go up, and we've got 3 automatic promotion spots in this league. I fully expect to be filling one of those spots. So let's go assertive, show me something else. Hopefully that just drags a little bit extra out of them. Few people not playing very well. We're going to give it a couple of minutes and drag them off. Samir Carruthers, again, he's massively unfit. Doesn't know how he play yet. But we've still got another backup option on the bench as well that I possibly should have started with. Sean McDonald. He's been okay this season. Brett Pittman needs to come off. So we're going to put Novakovic as the poacher. Brett Pittman comes off for Cameron Jerome. Hopefully just give us a little bit more firepower. Here we go, corner. Drinan puts it in. Delaney knocks it down. Hedges smashes it over the bar. Another corner. Drinan floats one in. It's not a great corner. Hedges flicks one out wide to McDonald. What can he do? Can he beat his man and get across? He lays it back. Forsyth. Back outside to Hedges to McDonald. Back to Hedges, not the best ball, but decent football, and he's just run away from it. Looks like Bristol Rovers are going to try and bring this away, but it's not. It's into the feet of Cameron Jerome, who smashes one, beats the keeper straight down the middle of the goal. You could argue he should have done better, but it is what it is, and that puts us up to second place in the table. And I think as long as we don't lose, I think we're going to be all right and we're going to go through, but we shall see. 10 minutes left on the clock, not a lot happening. Delaney's having a poor game. We're going to drag him off for Ryan Edwards, another backup, but he's a decent player. Coming up to the last few minutes, still 1-1. I'd take this, to be honest. I hope they don't get a late goal. Referee's been pulled down. Edwards gets up, wins it well. Kerr into the feet of Jerome. Nice little back heel for Novakovic, but he wasn't switched on. Get up and win that header. Good lad. Come on. That'll do. Hedges plays it into Jerome, who always just looks that cut above whenever he comes on, especially in the box. And Moss shoots Montgomery Gabs. He's been making me nervous the last 2 games. But he saved a penalty this game, so can't all be bad. Alright, goal kick, sorry. Montgomery clears out wide, no one underneath it. But we do pick up the pieces. Cameron Jerome, he's looking for runners. No one's running. He's found them eventually, but a poor ball. Get up and win that. Good lad. Kerr controls, tries to play one on the inside of the fullback, but it's poor. Brewster comes forward now. Is this Bristol Rovers' chance? Takes a touch on the edge, hits one, and the goalkeeper's just chucked another one in. Can you believe it? No, I can't. I know I'm not bothered about the tournament, but oh, it's annoying. There we go, full time. Bristol Rovers nick it 2-1. We didn't really deserve much out of it, really. We played a bit of I suppose, a weakened side. You could argue. Not good enough. They're League One opposition. They're middle of the road League One. I think they're probably, if we were in their league, we'd probably be outperforming them there as well. So definitely a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, it gets us out of the Checker Trade Trophy. We haven't got to worry about that no more. And I'm pretty sure they want us to reach the second round actually, so they're not overly chuffed with that. But it is what it is. I think mainly if we can make sure that we get promotion from the league, we will be absolutely fine. So thanks for watching. Again, apologies about all that video nonsense. You should have had a much more of a smooth transition into me becoming Plymouth manager. But unfortunately, I'm a bit of an idiot. So thanks for watching this one, guys, and I will see you in the next episode.